What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I am so super stoked to have you all here today. If this is your first time with us, go ahead and hit that subscribe button because we do a lot of really cool content here centered around getting started on filmmaking on a very small budget. I have some really good stuff in the works coming up really soon, and I would hate to see you miss out just because you weren't subscribed. If you are a subscriber, rock on, welcome back. Thank you for coming back. Thank you for sticking with us. Please help continue to spread the word about this channel. We do have the promotion going so that we can do an editing contest. So let's get those numbers up. Now today I am super excited. Lumafusion 3.0 has come out. Finally, they wrote out everything, almost everything that I was expecting it to be, and I am just blown away. Now they did this yesterday, so actually let me know in the comments. Have you already started playing around in Lumafusion? Is this your first, in 3.0, is this your first time? Let me know in the comments if you've already started or if this is your first time watching it. Now, I told you guys this was going to be a game changer, and I meant it. This might actually pull me from almost every other editing software altogether. There are that many changes and that many big things, so I don't even want to sit here and talk anymore. I'm going to do this on the Mac because I'm sure you've probably seen a list of people talking about Lumafusion on an iPad or an iPhone, and I want you to see that the Mac is no different because there's not a lot of us using Lumafusion on our computers yet, but I think it's a way it's going in the future, so let's jump on the Mac and let's take a look. Okay, so this is a project I'm actually working on right now, and I'm trying to get finished up. I took a pause in the middle of editing this so that I could talk to you guys about 3.0 because I did promise that that's the way it would go down. And ironically, this is a video, the behind the scenes on how I shot the previous video. So I'm doing a behind the scenes of a video. Rock on. Okay, so you're going to see some changes here right away. I don't know if you noticed it down here on the bottom. You have this little slider bar that's new. This is such a cool thing. Like, it sucks it's not on my phone yet. It's on the computer and on the iPad, and I can't wait for them to get it on a phone. I think it's just a lack of real estate because the phone screen is not as big, so there's not as much room to work with. But let me show you what this slider does. It zooms you in on your timeline. No more using the pinch to zoom in on a timeline if you need to make a precise adjustment to a sound. Like if you need to line up the sound waves perfectly and you need to go one frame. Can't tell you how many times I did that, and I would pinch and then I would accidentally slide it further off in the wrong direction and just drive myself insane. So I'm so happy that this is here. You're also going to notice on your main timeline this little icon here. Yeah, you can click on this. Not really going to do anything because all this, from what I can tell, all this is telling you. Let me try over here, see if my little sprocket's going to tell me anything. Yeah, you guys know I have an issue with that. That it doesn't always work on a computer. At least when you're using the trackpad. But basically, from what I can gather, this is just telling me, come on, that I have my external hard drive plugged in because you can now edit from an external hard drive. That doesn't just mean that, this isn't available on the phones, guys. Sorry, but it's got to be a USB-C or Thunderbolt type of input for it to work. But what this means is that not only can I store everything on my external hard drive or my external drive and not have to keep that on my device, but it also means that it's not going to save it to the device when I edit. We're going to edit straight off of the hard drive, and that is huge. I can't tell you how huge that is. That means you don't have to get the big, more expensive because it's higher memory iPads or the Macs or anything like that. You can get a smaller one because you're not going to be using that memory at all. Not for editing in Lumafusion, at least. So let me go ahead and show you. Click on my files, and it's already connected directly to. This is what it would look like if I didn't already have it open. but I'm on my WD My Passport, and you see all of my stuff here. All of my files. This is all of the projects I've done so far, or that are currently in the post-production phase. And you see all of my footage is on there. Now, for this one, I was not using the external hard drive because I started this on my phone before the update, and I just wanted to transfer it over here and work on it inside of Lumafusion on my computer through the update because of these changes. Yeah. So I have all of this footage actually on the imported file, because when you import a project package, it's automatically going to create a folder in your imported file to store all of the footage. Now, another huge change to this first screen that I love, love, love. It's the one they've been pushing the most. I'm not going to say it's their best update, but it is a huge one. You see right here, you have this little upside down T. If you click on that and pull it, you can actually completely resize your timeline. So I can literally go to a more of a Final Cut looking timeline where you have a screen where you have a big timeline here, everything in one long line here, and a big monitor to look at. This is phenomenal when what you're doing doesn't require you to go into the timeline. Like if you're doing color editing, you can literally just, or color grading, you can pull this down and get a really good look at it. Now, yeah. And then all you have to do is double click that and size it back. Or if I have a ton of files I'll need to go through, or if I don't, but I have a really big timeline and I don't care about what it looks like up there because maybe I'm just adding some music or doing small things that don't need to be precise, I can adjust any way I want to. And again, double click on the T and it brings it all back. And I think that's everything on the outside. So let's go into one of the editing screen. Let's go into the editing screen on one clip. And I don't think on this screen you can resize, unfortunately. I'm hoping that's coming soon. But you'll notice we started in a brand new screen. It's a stabilized screen. Now, all of our footage right now in this project is pretty stable. Most of my footage that I do for these videos is pretty stable because I have it on a stand and so it doesn't move. But if you're out walking, you're going to see a little bit of shake in anything you do. You're not going to be able to necessarily not get that shake without a gimbal. Even if you have the phone out of your hands, you're still going to have a little bit of vibration. This is going to take care of a huge amount of that, and it's going to be right there inside. Just all you have to do is toggle this on, and I'll have it look through here, but it's not going to find anything to stabilize. This is the same image stabilizer that Final Cut Pro uses. So it's really, really powerful, and they were able to bring it down into Lumafusion, and that's huge. And this is looking for, you know, any kind of footage to stabilize. And I'm probably going to stop talking so I can speed this up so you don't have to wait on it to go for a very long time. All right, and see, it just says it's done, and if I need to adjust what they did, I can do so just right here in advanced strength. You can advance the scale because it is going to crop it when they stabilize. There we go. You can fix the margins. There's all kinds of little tweaks and changes you can make. See, it did bring it in to stabilize it. Let it go. Thank you. We're just going to turn that off. All right. What else do we have? If you come into your typical frame and fit, you see that it looks exactly the same. Pretty much everything is the same. Except if you look here, next to each of these numbers, you have a little pencil icon. If you hit that, you can now type in a number and have that be the position it goes to. So if I wanted this to be at negative 35, bam, there we go. Did it for me. Didn't have to worry about it. Just put it to negative 35. Hey, what are you doing? Negative, I think it was 10. Nope. It is a little bit buggy right now because it is new. So not everything is going to work. Minus. There we go. All right, not everything is great. We know that. Minus negative 10. All right, yeah, so hit negative 10 goes right back to where it was. Now the thing that's going to be massive on that is going to be your rotation. So I don't know if you've tried to do any adjustments to any titles or anything where you have to turn and make smooth little motions, but using those arrows, using it the way it was very, very difficult to get a precise change. Being able to type in the number is going to be a huge, huge benefit. All right, let's go now. The speed in reverse hasn't really changed at all. So they are talking about adding some things into later bundles, but those aren't there yet. The next big change is here inside of your audio editor. As you see, this is a completely different layout. With this one, you can resize this screen here for your track, your audio track, your sound waves. You can, this here, you can resize the screen for your sound waves so you can see it, but you see the sound waves are a little bit better, a little bit more intense. You can see more detail in there. You can see also that it's changed a lot of your presets here to be laid out a little bit differently. They are still there, but the other big change that's made here, first, there's two huge ones. The first one is we now have a graphic equalizer. So if you know how to use an equalizer to take noises out, this is really like a huge thing. So let me show you. Let me get this playing. A review of the camera I use, the Canon M200. Now, the reason I wanted to do this today like see if you can hear this change. I want to practice what I preach, and I tell you guys to record with your iPhone, and I'm recording right now on my iPhone, on the native camera app. Completely everything I tell you you can do, I am doing. But also, I want to show you guys the step-by-step. You guys hear those little tweaks that are being made every time I make a change on one of those? I don't know if you can hear it through the microphone, but it's making tiny little adjustments to these different frequencies. So you need to pull out harder S's. All you have to do is go through one by one, find the frequency and add that in, or pull that down. Or if you know, part of my voice is too low, I can bring up the frequencies where my voice is. Things like that are going to be just major key players in keeping your sound as crisp and clear as possible. But this one right here, this little plug, this is the other one. This is major. This is it will now accept AUV3 audio plugins. So if you're using Burst Free or I can't even think of the others right now. It's a zero echo, I think is one of them. If you're using any of those to kind of clean up your sound before you bring them in Lumafusion, if they have an AUV3 plugin component, you can already use them inside of Lumafusion and you don't have to export your audio for that. And that, I'm telling you guys, that is the big one. So if you're recording, so let's say you don't have, like I have my studio mic here, but if you don't have a microphone and you're recording directly off of your phone, you know you have that background hiss, that's fine. But if you have Burst Free for $15, you can download that in, attach it to Lumafusion, and it will take out that hiss for you. Okay, I want to be completely blunt on this. I've played around with the plugins a little bit because you guys know I'm not the best with audio. This is buggy as all get out, and I've started asking around on Facebook, and it's not just me. So they need to do a little bit more tweak and work on the audio plugins. Like I have one, again, I don't remember the name of it. I plug it in and I lose all my audio. So they're going to fix them all, but it is there, and I expect 3.1 to roll out pretty fast with that fix in it. And then on color and effects, it's really no change to color and effects right now. I was hoping that the video scopes would be released in 3.0 and that they wouldn't be a part of the director's pack or the creator's pack. I think whichever one, maybe both, that are a paid add-on that's coming. I was hoping the scopes would be separate, and I thought that's what they said, but as of yet, I haven't found them anywhere. So if you found them, let me know in the comments where that is so I can pull it out and I can start playing with them, because that's really going to make a couple of things a lot easier. But as I see now, they're not here yet, but that's okay. And that's pretty much everything I found, guys. If, like I said, if there's anything else there that you found that I've glossed over or I've missed, please go ahead and put it in the comments. I would love to know, and I would love to go check it out. If you got anything out of this video, again, if you're not subscribed, go ahead and hit that button and go ahead and share it with your friends. Let them know. If you got anything out of it, honestly, don't even do all that. If you got something out of this video, just hit like. Let me know you enjoyed it. And hit me up in the comments and let me know what you enjoyed the most about it. Until then, until the next video, guys, though, that's all I got for you. So stay safe, stay healthy, keep editing, and God bless. I hope you have a great week.